All right, and we're back. Today's video, we're going to finally, hopefully, get this Bagger Nation Paul Yaffe Thicky Fender installed. So first order of business is going to be, I have to remove 2 Allen heads, 1/4 inch on each side, and that's how you remove the factory fender. But before I do that, I want to see if I have a towel that I can run up in here, so when I loosen it, it can come down and then I can carefully pull it out. So that's going to be the first order of business. Let's see what we have here. Those I think are a little too thick, possibly. This one maybe. Let's see what we got. And what I want to try to do is wrap it like this and see if we can do that right there. Perfect. And you can see it went all the way around. So now we're going to take those 1/4 bolts out. Let me grab my socket. Again, if I'm clearing my throat, I'm going to try not to. Allergies really hitting bad. If you have seasonal allergies, you know what I'm going through right now. This is the absolute worst year I've ever had. Talk to my neighbors, same thing. All right, hang on. I'm going to get a bungee just to hold that bar straight. You guys know how I do it with the bungee cords. Let's see. See if this will work. All my summer junk that goes outside piled in front of my garage door. Let's see, can we go? We might be able to go from the new. Nope, not going to fit there. I'm looking for a place to hook the bungee. All right, this one's not going to work. Let me grab one of the other ones. All right, let's see, where are we at? This one here. This, I think, is the one, if I remember right. Yeah, because I bent the hooks open, so this should do the trick. Let me just get this here. All right, yep, that hook's there. And we don't need a lot, we just need a little bit of pressure to hold the bar. All right, let's see what we got now. All right, yeah. Can we get this undone here? All right, pretty good. That loosened right up. Again, these are 1/4 inch Allen head. I may have to lower this bike a little bit just to get the front tire back on the ground. Matter of fact, before I do anything else, I think I'm going to do that just to be safe. I don't want the bars cranking on me because I don't want to take a chance on scratching the fender, you know. There we go. I think we got it. Yeah, now we're on the ground. All right, very good. So, finish taking these out. There's one, okay. Before I go any further, I want to unwrap this sticky. Get this out of the paper and the plastic. I just want to make sure because it didn't come with, it did not come with bolts to bolt this on, so I want to confirm that it is the correct size. That it. To mount it back on the bike. So I'm just gotta pull the plastic off. What I'm doing here. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but I just want to get this plastic off so I can line up. Let's make sure these are the correct size. I imagine they are. Oh yeah, run right in. Very good. So that's what we're after. All right, that's one. Take the next one. I'm going to go just a little more. I don't want to take this all the way. I just want it to hold. Okay, go back in 2 threads. Very good. All right, now move around to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing here. Okay. I haven't been able to find a torque setting for this, so I'm just going to guess, and I'm going to go back at 10 foot-pounds with some blue Loctite, is what I'm thinking. So we'll find out. All right, very good. So that rolled back up against the forks, so we're good there. Is this loose enough to come out? Yep, very good. All right, that side's out. Come back to the other side. Okay, run this out by hand. All right, out. Careful. All right. So that's the removal of the factory fender. Let me back you up a little bit. We'll set this over here on the bubble wrap. Lost a little bit of light here. Hold on, I gotta turn on the garage light. Didn't lose a lot, but it was enough. All right, now, let me grab this Thicky fender. Make sure this is in place. That should work fine. Okay, towel's in place. All right, here we go. Coming in with the new fender. So I'm going to set this on the tire, like so, and just pivot it back. Now, I want to put one bolt in to hold it in place. Yeah, easier said than done. All right, let's see. Where are we at? That one? Yep, there we go. All right, that holds it in place. So what I'm going to do is run them in a little bit by hand. Okay, back to the other side. Again, we're going to run it a little bit just to hold it, and then I'm going to take one out at a time to put some Loctite. So I'm going to do the Loctite now. And then, like I said, I am going to do Loctite. There it is. I am going to do just 10 foot-pounds on all four of them. And again, that's a guess. I searched all over, and nothing's coming up. I've looked everywhere, and I'm not getting any torque specs, which kind of ticks me off because generally, you know, you can find all that stuff online. So if you get one of these fenders, just be aware. Okay, blue Loctite. Again, you just need a strip. All right, let's get this in place. Come on. Run that down a little bit. Okay, and I'll take the top one back out. And again, a little blue Loctite. Can't stress enough that, you know, with these Harleys, and actually the M8's pretty smooth compared to like the twin cams. All right, that went in nice by hand. And I'm not tightening these yet. I'm not even going to snug because I got to do the other side. I don't want anything binding up. So again, let's pull this one out. And we'll give her some blue Loctite. Nice, nice. Now we'll go back to the top one. Okay. Again, this is not a hard job. It's not a long job. Especially, you know, I had everything. I had the fender assembled, which you saw. Not to be confused with Avengers Assemble, but Fender Assemble. Okay, now, I'm going to snug them. Just want to snug till it's touching. One. And like I said, I'll get my beam torque wrench out. Two. Back to the other side. Just to get it running. Three. And then four. All right, now I'm going to get my torque wrench. Again, we're just going to 10 foot-pounds. I think that's going to be enough with the blue Loctite. Again, I looked all over. You know, post in the comments if you know what the actual torque is supposed to be to help others out. Okay. All right, we're going to go straight to 10. Here it is. I'm trying to do it with my adapter. All right. So we're going to go to 10. Come on. Right there, that's 10. 10. Back to the other side. Okay. Come up on 10. 10. And 10. All right, very good. That's it. So that fender is on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack the bike back up a little. Now, is that off the ground? Yep, see, and we just rotate it like that. Out comes the towel. Very good. Quick and painless install. So, as you can see, fast, easy. I honestly believe it took longer to assemble it than it did to install it. So there you go. All right. So there's what the Thicky looks like. Here's your profile view. Get it from this side a little bit better. You see how far down this comes now? So all that water and all that road debris is going to shoot straight down to the ground. Okay? It's not going to bind up and get stuck in the hit me in the face, hit the radiator, the oil cooler, you know, the regulator. So that's the extent of it. So you see, what are we looking at? 10 minutes for this? Probably 10 minutes total for this job. So I put it up on the jack before I started. So if you got to put it up on your jack, add another 5 minutes. And with that said, I mean, that's it. I think that looks good. Color match is spot on again from Paint Scratch. That's right on the money. There's a factory one off. Get a little closer. You can see. Hey, back over here. Perfect match. Paint. Gotta love that place. All right, with that said, I think we're good for now. I'm going to strip off the heated grip things that I bought that were no good, as you guys saw in that video. So while I got the bike today while I'm working, we got a nice day today, tomorrow, and then by Sunday, Monday, we're back down in the 30s for highs. So, all right. Also, let me just bounce this off you guys. I have more than enough paint. There's a can of Paint Scratch that I got from Paint Scratch, the red. There's more than enough to paint the outer bags. So I'm debating, I think I'm going to color match the outer bags to the bike, and then possibly maybe the tour pack, the lid. That's a possibility, but right now I'd be more concerned with doing the outer bags. You know, like the later models come paint matched. So that's what I'm leaning towards. So we'll see. Once the weather gets a little warmer, obviously, I think I might just do that because I have clear. I got everything I need to do the job. So, all right. With that said, as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. The Ko-fi link should be up for my son, for my autistic son. If the video helps you out, please consider making a donation, big or small, you know, just to help him out. He's struggling with work. He got something part-time, but nobody wants to hire him full-time. They see that he has autism and he's getting screwed over. So, all right, that's enough of that. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe installing the radio on that. I don't know. I did the oil change on the Street Glide yesterday. This isn't due until August. I did the oil change on that, and I'm going to probably today, because it's so nice, I'm going to flush the brakes and the clutch. They're due again, so I'm going to flush them out. They're not due for transmission and primary change for another 5,000 miles, because, you know, you do oil every 4 to 5 with this full synthetic, and then I do the primary and the transmission generally between 9 to 10,000, depends on how it falls. All right, I'm done. I talk too much. I'll see you guys in the next video.